On January 19, 2025, Martinsville Speedway was the stage for an electrifying round of the Triple Bypass Nichols Oil Pros series. The 185-lap race delivered intense competition with 5 different leaders, 12 lead changes, and 13 cautions that covered 27 laps, creating plenty of drama on the historic short track. The Luck of the Draw 180 was sponsored by Matt Harmon, driver of the 28 car, and streamed live by our friends at JP Broadcasting. Chad Baer in car number 91 put on a clinic starting from the pole position and dominating the race by leading 131 laps. Baer maintained his composure through the numerous restarts caused by the cautions and clocked the fastest lap of the race at 20.1 seconds on lap 3. His ability to stay out front and navigate the chaos behind him proved crucial in securing the win. Number 151, Stephen McClendon, also had a terrific race, fighting his way from 6th to finish just 0.4 seconds behind Baer. McClendon led 13 laps and set his fastest lap of 20.2 seconds on the final lap, showing his determination to chase down the leader. Jared Jackson in car number 51 held steady throughout the race to claim third place. Despite the frequent interruptions caused by cautions, Jackson kept his car clean and consistent, which was critical for staying in contention. Further back, Jason Benson climbed from 11th to finish 4th, demonstrating impressive resilience. Benson skillfully navigated the field during the restart-heavy race and avoided trouble in the pack. Michael Seymour made a notable charge from 14th to round out the top 5. With 13 cautions and 27 laps under yellow, the race was a test of patience and precision for all drivers. Each restart created opportunities for position changes, but also brought the risk of further incidents, making Bear's win even more impressive. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling triple bypass Nichols Oil Pros series recap. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. Due to a little technical difficulty with our intro, the race has just started. We are on about lap 3, I believe. No real action so far. They're just kind of running 2 by 2 and getting a feel for the track right now. So we are. I'm Jim Cunningham, and I'm here with my cohort, Dean, Mr. Biggles, we call him, and we're ready to go. Let's make this happen. Sorry about that little intro problem, guys.
That's all right. The league's a little late to get fired up there, so it makes it a little difficult for the broadcast. So got to get in there a little bit quicker there, guys. Let's go racing. Ryan Hart in the lead, and a couple of places gained from the rest of the pack. There's your In-N-Out Burger at the background, and there's the rest of the field. So far, so good. As you said, we will go to our first stage break, which will take us. The information will come up in a second. I believe that, Jim, is stage number 25, I think. Have you done your homework on that?
I believe that's probably right. Yes.
Yellow,
got a little car sideways here.
There we go, Michael.
The 87 car.
Yep. Trying to click on it, but it's gone through the field as a minimize now. There it is, and that looks like somebody else has joined them for a sympathy spin. And I think that's a further collision that's happened up the road, my friend. So let's go back and have a look at the original. So we couldn't get our stage break information up just yet because they haven't given us a chance to finish 1 or 2 laps. Where did this happen, mate? Oh.
Looks like it's on the back straightaway.
On the straightaway?
Yeah, on the back straightaway.
And somebody else is going to come into them. Bang, there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think David's gone off the track here as well. And the Skittles machine, he's just completely gone off to avoid the incident up on the inside apron. Very clever to do that, mate.
Yeah.
Yep, you got a lot of that track. Use it. Let's have a look. This will be Isaac Voss, who was unfortunately going to see this wreck up here. He sticks to wherever his spotter's going to tell him to go. And he's going to go left. It goes right at the last minute. Very last minute, elects to go right. It's a difficult one to call. Your spotter's the one that should be calling it for you, if you're lucky enough to have a spotter.
Yeah, I think in that situation, they always tell you to kind of steer right at the spin, and he did that, it looked like, and then the guy held his brakes and didn't move, so he had to choose right or left, and this time I think he probably unfortunately chose the wrong way there. But he might have clipped him either way. He was pretty close before he made the decision.
Don't you forget.
But it's definitely unfortunate to get caught up in somebody else's mess like that, and maybe get on the brakes a little harder next time. That's not criticizing him for getting in the guy's accident, but that's really unfortunate for him.
Some early pit stops for some of the drivers. So don't forget about our tonight's sponsor. I don't know if Jim's going to have any more information about Nichols Oil Pros. He always tend to have some information from their fantastic owner each week.
I might just have it. You never know. We'll see. Stay tuned. But we're here. And tonight's race sponsor, do we have? I believe it's John Kreidler. I believe is how you say his name.
John Kreidler.
Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully it is.
So thanks for him. He's running a great number there, 99.
And he's running second.
He
So
is.
there he is.
So it's been beneficial to sponsor the race. Look at there.
Yep. I presume
It's good to pick a track that you're
Spotify
fast
man.
at if you're going to sponsor.
Can we listen to you on Spotify there, John? Because you've got that splashed all over your car. It's got
Right. He should have his own channel, huh?
Spotify GG. It's called Spotify 99 actually on that one. Hey, it could be 6 if your car's upside down. Don't you
Let's
get your
don't do
car
that.
upside down there, John?
He's the race sponsor tonight. Let's don't put him upside down if we can avoid it.
Let's check out our current standings at the moment. Steve McQueen, I call him, the Flying Stevie.
Steve McQueen.
He is up on the top. We knew that last week, didn't we, that this is going to flip itself
Yes.
up around a little bit
Yep.
because he got himself the stage win, and of course he got himself the win. And he's been in the top 5 twice there under the 2 races, just 2 races, of course. This is the 3rd race that we're having here tonight. And Tyler Merritt, Ben Harcum, Brad Kress, Jeff Slaughter, he was up the top. Matt Harmon was up the top there before. So switch this around a little bit there. Early days, a lot of opportunities.
And Tyler Merritt's not going to make it tonight. He unfortunately I believe he had a death in the family. So I don't believe he's going to make it tonight. So that'll, he'll drop down a little bit in the points, but nothing you can do about that. And so they're tied for 9th. We have Dominic Zinobili. I had to make sure I pronounced his name correctly because apparently we pronounced his name wrong last week, and all the people at work have been calling him by the wrong name, which also means that all those people at work are watching this race.
I was going to say they must be watching the race if that was that.
Okay, so then they need to make sure that it's Zinobili.
Zinobili, okay.
Zenobi. No, I'm sorry. Now I said Lee. That's Zinobili is what we said that was wrong. It's Zenobi.
Yes,
Dominic
okay.
Zenobi.
Thank you. Thanks, Dominic.
Yes. And so all those people that are watching it at Dominic's work, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps everybody see this triple bypass racing.
And spell his name and pronounce his name correctly, otherwise he'll murder us. They are coming out of turn 4, and we'll get ready to re-rack them. We have re-racked them. We're restacking them, and Barney's going to reflag them.
Green flag.
Bring it home for us there, Barney. Remember, stage 1 will go to lap 35. Thank you very much out there for Matty, who is our race control. He's also going to be chiming in. So if you need to ask anything about race control, if he has time, of course, Matty will answer your questions as well as ours out there. Thank you very much, Matt. It'll sometimes pop in the booth for a chat to us too. He wants to update us on the situation. Stacked grid, mate. Actually, yeah. 36 brave souls taking away around here at Auto Club.
Well, Auto Club Speedway, sometimes there's a lot of people maybe that say they don't like it, but Auto Club produces great racing, and people show up to race at this track because it's fun racing.
Yeah, just fill everybody in because we're a day late, dollar short on the start of that one. I know you had a fantastic, you wrote out a nice intro for us too, so we'll have to, sorry about that one, mate. You'll have to save that one for next time. Jim?
Yeah, we'll get it next time, no worries.
Auto Club, yep. This track, mate, it's so famous for the fact that it's so bloody wide. It's like a Los Angeles freeway.
It is. Unfortunately, they've closed the track down, so it only exists in iRacing now. Yeah, they've shut it down, and they are going to put a half-mile NASCAR track in there, sort of like a Bristol Speedway, something that can take the place for that when they were doing that the initial, I don't remember, the Clash or whatever it was called that they did at the football stadium there in Los
Clash
Angeles.
At the Coliseum. That's what they're starting this year's NASCAR with.
Yeah, but that one, they moved it. This year it's in North Carolina, I believe, at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Yeah, that's right.
But our Bowman Gray racetrack, but it was going to come back here, but this track, the half mile, is not ready yet. But so this is going to become a half mile track, which I hate to see it because this is a nice in-between track. It's something different than a super speedway, but it's got that kind of size, but the racing's not super speedway racing, I hate to see it go, but it is a good place to race, and it still exists here in iRacing, which is the beautiful part about it. We still get to enjoy it, and probably get to enjoy the new half mile as soon as it comes out as well.
Yeah, absolutely. At least they get something going over here because it is a fantastic track and it is popular here in the iRacing community, and we get to cherish this forever. So, you can't take that away, of course, in the real world. They can, but
Yeah,
not in the virtual world. As I said, I enjoy the iRacing Super Speedway track, which is a complete virtual one, and I do believe that iRacing should, and then again, my beef with iRacing, should actually come up with more tracks, design more tracks, or hell, even open it up and allow people to design some tracks and submit them, and then eventually, if you get like a rating system, if people go, hey, I like it, and a lot of people like it, they can add it as a possibility for a purchase for iRacing, because you have to buy everything.
That would definitely be interesting. So we're still looking here at the racing going on. We still got Ryan Hyatt's out in front still with our race sponsor, John Kreidler. Well, he just kind of eased back to third there. He's having a little fight with Ty Bass for third place. I'm not too familiar with Ty. I don't know if he's new to the league or if I just haven't seen him in any of the races I've done. But got a new guy up there, and apparently he's fast. He's running up front.
He's tied at the moment for a race lead, actually, as you'd mentioned.
Apparently he's a big old.
But they got traffic up the road here, so whatever's going to happen, that driver has to either elect to go right down on the inside apron. I would to be out of the way because everybody's wanting to stick to the hard side here because they're going to be approaching this car to lap soon. I can't quite see who it is. I don't have the track map up at the moment. You probably tell us there, Jim, but. They've got space to go around here at Auto Club, but it's just that if you are the car about to be lapped, I don't know if you're going to stay down on the inside apron and get it over everybody's way or not. Remember, they don't have to. You don't have to. There's no blue flags being shown, so you don't have to get out of the way. He is matching the pace slowly, but they are. Of course, you've got the bump draft from the rest of the cars behind pushing you. We shall see what that driver elects to do, my friend.
I'm trying to figure out who that is. Apparently, I'm struggling to figure that out.
You just pull up the track map and have a look at the car number. And there it is. Probably just see that one. Just off the corner of your eye. We've got number 3 in the lead, number 2.
Well, he's putting up a fight. He's trying to stay in front of him. That'd be, of course, if you're the first car to go a lap down, you more than likely you can get it back at the stage break. If you only got 20 more laps to the stage break.
Yeah, so just to elaborate, you'll be able to get it back at the stage break, regardless if you're lap down.
Well, at the stage break, it's a caution, so he would be the lucky dog if he was the first car lap down. Yeah,
exactly. Well,
so. And he's hanging on. I mean,
that's not a lap car. That's actually Ryan Hart in the lead. He's flying with everybody.
Great.
That's why he's keeping the pace with everybody. Oh, sorry for a second.
He's
I
leading.
thought it was a lap car.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah,
I was testing if you were paying attention.
Off to a blazing. Apparently, I wasn't. We're off to a blazing start this evening. Sorry, guys. Ryan. Well, we had the camera on you a lot, Ryan, because we were trying to figure out who you were running up there in the front.
3 wide,
got
these
them going
gentlemen.
3 wide like it's nothing.
Yeah, and it isn't nothing that much in Auto Club. They're look at the space they got between them. It's at least a car length. No problemo.
Yeah, three wide like it's no big deal at all.
Yep. Try that at Martinsville and see if you can get away with it. Look how
Probably
bumpy it is there. No wonder why they wanted to re-renovate this track. It's like a bloody roller coaster.
I like the bumps, though. That makes it harder to set the car up.
Oh, allow enough space. They're going to be a little door banging into the fence at the moment. This is back with John Kreidler and Matthew Robertson, of course, as our driver sponsor of the day, right getting in the action. 4 wide, 5 wide in the background. Are you unbelievable as somebody's in the fence?
Oh, somebody's around, yeah.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Oh,
when you see 4 wide like that, mate, I think that's Cameron Kane. He got a quack, and mate,
he's got Affleck, so if he got injured, he's gonna...
Was that 5? Did I count 5? Let us know in the audience out there. Was that 5 or 4?
I'm pretty sure that was 5 wide.
I'm pretty sure that was 5 wide, isn't it? We'll go back and have a look what happened here in the incident. That was after that. So there's 4 wide at least. So this is Brian.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bang.
Actually, so that was a separate incident then, because that's not the Affleck car.
Yeah, and thankfully...
That's a separate...
Stay. You should have been on the anchors, my friend. You should not have been releasing those brakes. You should have been on the anchors, because you could have taken somebody else out then.
Yeah, there's the 037 guy had something happen after that.
Oh, yeah, there's chain reaction at this point, because the cars were pretty much all bunched up at this point there. But, so there's the accident, and boom. Oh, not only does he... Yeah, and then Cameron Kane unfortunately doesn't even see that.
That's a different incident completely.
It is.
The car that spun in front of the 037 is somebody else.
There's a multiple magnitude of different incidents in this one.
Yeah, they all happened at the same time.
Yeah. This is just an avoiding incident. I'd say he's probably clipped the number 4 here. He's going flat out. Exactly what you said too.
Wow,
when in doubt, go straight out. Go straight.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's usually the rule of thumb, especially at these big tracks, but these guys are doing a good job of holding their brakes, and unfortunately that's not helping.
See, this is sorry, it was 4 wide. It was almost 5 wide for a peak of a second. This is what we were looking at in the live pictures. So there, and the angle we had, it was 5.
Yeah, and that's enough. Yeah,
that's when that push, a little tiny touch there, goes into the 122 here. I still can't believe they're door banging up the road 3 wide, and then that goes into the fence, Brian, and that causes this little chain reaction of incidents that occur after it. Back to live pictures. Everybody's down pit road. Ryan should be out first if he can get ahead of the 2, and he will. He beats Ty Bass back to the front, mate, with 10 laps to go on stage break.
Yeah, Ty Bass is running that old, could be the old Rusty Wallace paint scheme from back in the 80s and early 90s. Or I guess somebody else is running that scheme now. Oh, gosh. That's pretty bad. I'm not going to remember. The guy's like a 2-time champion. Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski. We've got some new graphics that we're working on here at JPB Broadcasting, James Powerfront Broadcasting Network. James and I have been working on this. You can see this is just a limited a sneak peek of what's to come, and currently at the moment you can see that graphic on the right hand side that we've been working on. It's a lot more prettier than what it is now. It has driver pictures and stuff like that on it too, but this is just a sneak peek. We got it there showing you currently at the moment. Ryan Hart, that's the second. He's got 2 accounts here on iRacing. Sometimes if you create a second account it puts a 2. My account has that on that. Currently first. He started first. He's got no positions gained because it's the same position he's at. He's led 20 laps of this race, which is every lap. And he pitted, well, he's led 21 laps now. Last pitted on lap 19 for 45 seconds overall pit lane time. There you go.
Yeah, that's really, that's going to be a nice feature.
Yes, sir. And we have that for all the drivers. And there's something that everybody's had an exclusive sneak peek. Don't tell James I showed it. You might want to keep it a secret. Anyway, that's not the final one that we're going to have. The final one's going to look nicer. All right. Re-rack them, restack them, and let's get it all over again. But now, the only difference, of course, is that you're about 8 laps away from your stage break win. And we did see before on that points, as they're on the back stretch. We'll quickly show that again. Points make all the difference, don't they? Stage win points.
They do.
Make the difference.
Points are important. So yeah, we've got Steve McClendon leading the points with Tyler Merritt. And is McClendon here tonight? No. Is he? No, he's not. We got rushed into everything with our technical problem, and I didn't get to analyze all this stuff. No, McClendon's not here either.
It's amazing because we've got some new drivers in here with a stacked grid of 35 running.
Yeah, we do have some new guys, but we are certainly missing a couple of the big. Oh, I think we're coming to green here. Let's go back and get some racing done.
I always like doing my little
green.
for the Nichols Oil.
I like that.
Thank you.
We are green. Back to racing. Ryan Hyatt jumps back out there to a lead again. You know, can't figure out who that car is out front there.
Yeah, you did it to us before. It's a lap car. He's going to be lapping the rest of the field.
He was so far out in front, we thought he was a lap car.
Yeah.
It's true though.
22 at 35. We're doing 40, about a flat 40 lap times at the moment. So you can do your math on how much time we have left for the end of stage 1 break. If you're going to be complicating yourself as the keys machine goes up into the fence. I thought they had to take evasive actions 3 wide. We've seen that a couple of times. We've seen 4 wide. We've almost seen 5 wide.
We probably will before the night's over too. Remember we got Ty Bass. Like I said, I'm not familiar with him. He's running up front there. Got Marty Rogers up there running with him. I'm not familiar with Marty. Doesn't mean he hasn't been around. It's just in the stuff that I've done so far. I'm not familiar with him, but boy, those guys sure are fast. They're right up front. Yeah. And right behind them, we got Matt Harmon and Matthew Robinson.
Hi, Marty. You can't hide from our triple bypass racing camera, my friend. So if you're on the freeway trying to get away from the cops, mate, we got you. We know where you are.
I'm not going to make the white Bronco joke.
I knew it. Yeah. But you know, he could get away from the cops. Of course, I don't recommend that at all, please. You don't want to
No, that's right. You can outrun their cars, but it's really hard to outrun radio.
Absolutely, and police helicopters, of course, and risk your life and everybody else's. Do it in this virtual world on a racetrack. That's what you have.
Yes, that's right. They make games for that, like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. You can go run for the cops in.
Oh, they're getting a little loosey-goosey in the back there.
They are, which is surprising to me. You know, because, of course, now the fuel run on these cars is just a little over 20 laps, I think. So I'm sure they all obviously tanked up there, so that should take them to the stage break on fuel. Because they pitted on lap 19, so yeah, it's 35. They're going to be right on the edge of that fuel run.
Check out this driver, Matthew Robertson. Keep an eye on him. Currently 4th place, started 27th on the grid. That's a 23. Michael Jordan be very happy with the amount of point positions gained you have had, my friend. Getting the job done.
Indeed he would. And of course now Michael Jordan's in NASCAR.
He's not racing.
No, but he owns
Bubba. Bubba Wallace.
No, he owns. No,
yeah, he owns a race car.
He owns his own team. Yeah. He owns Bubba Wallace's car and also Tyler Riddick, I believe. It's he has 2 of them. He has 2 cars.
We just saw Denny
Hamlin.
Rogers trying to build the speed up against us. He scraped half the side of the car into the fence, and now he's starting to regain that speed again. It scrubs off a lot. You're talking about probably about 10 miles an hour, isn't it? If you hit that fence.
Ty Bass here's. Ty Bass is challenging for the lead right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Look at this.
And it's not a bad place to be, considering you've only got a handful of laps left for the stage break, so he knows it. All we need is a number 1 car up here with him, mate. There is no number 1 car on the field, because then we'd have 1, 2, and 3, isn't it, for car numbers?
That would be easy to remember the numbers that way.
Well, we got 2 and 3, 2 in the lead, 3 in second place.
Second place.
Yeah, Matthew Robinson. Here he's chasing him down now. I'll tell you, he's 24 positions gained. He's on a rampage, mate.
Yeah, this guy's fast.
Yeah, let's get this.
Yeah, he is.
2 more to go, mate, and you've got yourself a nice little stage victory.
No, stage break's 35.
Yes. I mean, 2 more cars to get past.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not the only one gaining, believe it or not. Davey.
No, they're actually... Well, those front cars may have, wore the new off their tires a little quicker. Because I tell you, this track's tricky. If you sliding the car around, it'll tear your tires up.
Yeah,
so if they're pushing it a little hard.
Wasn't this the Skittles machine that had to take evasive action before?
Yes.
Davies just brushed it off like it's nothing and just screamed his way back up here. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, he didn't hit anything. He just took it down on the apron to get out of the way.
Yeah, he took the escape.
So that's a good looking car too.
So I got a feeling. Don't forget about Matt Harmon in the background too. So I got a feeling it's going to be any of these top 5 that could win the stage break at this point.
Easily could be. Yeah, easily could be.
Hope everybody's enjoying themselves out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. See Tyler out there. 4 wide, yep. Well, he might get... I'd say you'll probably maybe guaranteed to get 3 wide at least for these 3 here, hunting that stage 1 down. That's if Ty Bass doesn't continue to build that gap that he's slowly got, but it is only a chunk and change, really. And yep, there it is, Matthew Robertson. Now, see, he's muddied his way past he got it past Ryan, and now he's got 1 to go. 1 driver to beat with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, he's making a nice run up there, man. That's a...
It's up to you, Mr. Robertson.
Sounds like a 70s
you know the song
in there somewhere. Yeah.
Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh.
Well, Tex, Nickel, I promised you, Tex, that we would have Biggles singing before the episode was over tonight, and there you go. And I want to apologize to JC because I told him that you were going to sing the national anthem for Australia Day, and he said he was going to have to stand up in the cockpit, and that was going to be tough.
That was yesterday. We did. I did sing the national anthem one time, and that was on a broadcast that James did for charity for Jimmy Broadband's mental health awareness.
Oh yeah, no, that was a great broadcast
of Zolder, and both myself and Hamish sung it together. Whilst we were doing the late shift, of course, the 2 Aussies doing the late shift for a 23-hour race. Yeah.
Oh, I tuned in. Y'all were. It was all 3. It was you 2, and Brad, and y'all were cutting up, putting all kinds of memes on the screen.
Yes, we were. Don't tell James.
Hamish ended up getting, and he's still Hamish broadcast still. I'll be doing some stuff with him coming up soon. Hamish ended up getting a tattoo over that. Didn't he
got a tattoo. Yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
He said if we reached a certain markup, which we did,
it was like
we raised
over 100,
almost $500,000 US. I think no, it was $250,000 US.
Yeah. I know. He said he was early. It was if they reached 100,000 or something, he was gonna get the tattoo, and they surpassed that, and he did get it.
And he is man to his word, man.
He got it in a bold.
Into the fence goes Ty. That's going to scrub up big speed. That's stage 1 victory potentially is over. 1 little mistake into the fence. Matthew Robertson now gains the lead of this race. 26 positions gained. The only one now, Dave Hendricks, who's made 32 positions gained, but he's battling it up with Matt Harmon, who's making his way up slice and dicing through the field. 2 to go, gentlemen. And I don't think anybody can catch Matthew now. I don't think they're going to catch him with 1 lap to go right now, or as soon as they cross that line.
Man, Ryan. Ryan Hyatt, man. Well, we got Ryan Hyatt's down 5 spots, and Ty Bass is down 10.
Wow.
Or more than that. He's actually down 14.
Eardrums. Just like you're at the real track, mate.
I love that, man.
You need to wear your earmuffs.
I love the crank it up stuff.
And they are chasing him. Ben Harcum now putting serious pressure on. Dave Hendricks putting some serious pressure on. 1 to go. They know this is the time.
Hendricks is coming, it looks like.
Absolutely, mate. He's going to put pressure on. He's going to be the...
If he wins the stage, man, I'm going to have to tell you about Skittles Moonshine.
Oh, yes, please. Here we go.
Come on
Tim's
now.
Got all the stories. We could see this 3 wide if you can stick your nose in between. No, he's going to give him a push.
Oh, he did give him a push.
Teammates at work here. No, what will it allow is actually for Ben to slingshot around the inside here.
Yes, he did slingshot him. Slingshot engaged. I don't remember what movie that was from now, but...
So here we go. Can that come back?
Talladega Night.
Can it come back from Matthew? Cross the line. It's going to be close, but it will go to Ben. The stage 1's completed. We should have a caution soon.
Yellow.
There it is. Ben Harcum gets nose ahead. Gets the race victory there. 22 positions gained for the man from when is that? Windsor in...
Windsor is... Oh, I guess Windsor, Virginia.
Virginia.
Yep.
And he just led 1 lap of the race, and it happened to be on the stage break. What a way to go. Congratulations, Mr. Ben.
Well, we may have an issue because the caution was supposed to come out on lap 35, and it actually came out at the start of lap 36.
Yes.
So if that's the case, we will. I'm sure race control will sort that out.
He should still have it because once they cross the line, it takes a few hundred meters before it's activated, the caution. So,
it should have triggered a lap earlier. I think is what the problem might be.
It tends to trigger after that lap, I believe. At least it does in some of the other leagues that do as well.
Well, they're talking about it in race control, so we'll let them sort it out. But
well, it's either going to be Matthew Robinson or Ben Harcum. That's going to be the one or two. We do know that we have our fantastic race control.
Well, if it's Robinson, I'm going to give you the vodka story. I mean the moonshine story.
All right. If it's who was it? If it's Robinson, did you say?
Yeah, that was the Skittles guy, right? Yeah.
Well, they haven't switched positions around just yet. So, no, the Skittles is Davey Hendricks. He should have finished third in that one.
My bad. No.
We'll let Matty sort that out for a second.
Well, since they're sorting it out and they're all going to pit right here, I'm sure everybody's going to juice up here because they had to be running right on the edge of out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, 20 to 25 will be stretching it to the maximum.
There's the Duff guy on the back of the racing numbers in the pit lane. I like it. Some of the drivers, you got to get creative at that. Don't just put your numbers out there. Put something cool up there. We do show it on the broadcast here at JP.
Oh, absolutely. And we love that kind of stuff.
I've seen. Look at that. Pit
every
lanes.
week now we're showing a guy's car because he's got his dog on it in another race that we do together.
Yeah, Scooby Doo.
He's got the Scooby Doo livery and he's got his own dog up there. So here they come machine. Off pit road here.
He will come out first.
So anyway, you can take the moonshine story, Skittles moonshine. You take the Skittles and you sort them out by flavors, right? And then you take little jugs of moonshine and you drop in the Skittles, and it sweetens up the of a certain flavor. Each one gets its own flavor, and you let it marinate in there for a day or two, and the Skittles melt in the alcohol, sweetens up the alcohol, plus gives it whatever the flavor is: strawberry, cherry, lemon, whatever. Skittles moonshine. In case you didn't know, I'm from the South.
Yeah. I was going to say, anything you can do to sweeten up the taste of moonshine. It sounds like you're drinking raw alcohol.
Oh, it is raw alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
just a few steps away from rocket fuel.
Yeah, hand sanitizer or something like that. So
that stuff will blow your car up. Okay,
so Matty. Oh, so Matt's not in race control tonight. He's just watching as a fan. Thank you very much for that. So we don't know if we've got it. Do you want to see if you can grab?
Well,
Matthew or Ben. It's up to you.
Do we have time for that?
No. Pace car lights are out.
Okay, yeah. I did share something with you that you could look at and we might can try to do later. Sounds like you were opening a mailbox there.
You got mail. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that was your sound effect for that?
No.
That was hilarious.
No.
I thought it was. You got so many sound effects, I would think you would have one for mail.
Let's get ready for stage 2. This will take us all the way to lap 90. I should have done that with an echo.
There you go.
Don't forget, our driver sponsor is the number 99 car, and which is currently John. Here you go, John. Thank you very much for sponsoring our race tonight. John was running up the front before. And
he was, I think he got in a little trouble there, and he ended up shuffling back a little bit. But he got that Spotify livery on there. Might bring it back to the front. So I think we're fixing to have our pace car drop off. Oh yeah.
Nichols Oil.
Big thanks to Tex Nichols and the NicholsOilPros.com for sponsoring the series. And tonight's race is the NicholsOilPro.com 90.
Green flag.
Brought to you by John Kreidler.
We got a green flag.
And we are green.
I told you I was going to change that over to an Italian. I did it the other day, actually. The Italian guy was saying green flag in Italian. I wanted the Japanese, but they don't have one in iRacing.
Stop.
Just for a bit of fun, of course. Hey, you know, it's a fun league. Triple bypass, a lot of drivers. Well, of course,
Triple
there's
bypass
serious
is
racing,
a fun league.
but a fun league, of course. Ooh, there's a bit of door banging. What is on that livery of that fantastic car there? I'm trying to have a look at that. That's on the outside. That's Will Emmett. I think he's a newcomer as well, too. Emmett. You seen Will before?
No. Hold on, in the middle. I'm sorry, I was checking something.
Got ice cream on the car.
Oh. I'm a big fan of ice cream.
Yep. So
There's a reason I'm 300 pounds at 6'8" and 300 pounds. And it's not just because of moonshine with Skittles in it.
So that's where they throw the blanket over that you guys like to say in the United States. I think somebody just
That's right.
piled into the fence pretty hard at the back there.
Yeah, they are. Well, I tell you what, they're really running that high line tonight. I did not expect them to be that high up on this track, but they are really running that high line, and it's seems to be fast.
Tonight's weather report presented by Jim
Yes.
will tell
Yeah,
you
thanks.
that it's cloudy with a
Yes.
chance of meatballs at 90 degrees
Yes.
Fahrenheit and 11 mile per hour wind conditions.
And apparently it's April 27th of 2025.
Yes, sir. We have to push it forward in the future a little bit because otherwise it'd be snow on the track right now.
Well, not in Fontana, California, but it also probably wouldn't be 90 degrees either. This is actually in the, I think in the area where they've been having all those wildfires.
Ah, right. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it may
so-
be a little...
So if anybody is
overcast.
from that area, we definitely feel for you and what you guys have been through. That's been quite a mess. I know we've got some racers, I think, in this league as well, that are from that general area too. I've seen some pictures and stuff that people posted about the fires off in the distance and whatnot. We might be missing a few guys tonight too. Something I didn't think about. The 24 Hours of Daytona, the real one, happened this weekend.
Do
And
people
I
still
know
watch
that-
real races? It's like that one.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I think the virtual ones just had 10 times more interest. You got about like 20,000 people that race and participate in front of that. Like,
It's
that's crazy.
but it is harder to. It's harder to. They're not near as fun in person to attend.
Exactly.
The in person, it's better to do the real races in person. But I know a bunch of guys went down to Florida this weekend to spend some time down there. So maybe that is possibly where some of our racers are that are not here tonight. At least if they're not here, I hope that they're there enjoying themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I'm not really watching it on any of the networks. I'll probably, if any, just watch the recap of probably the hourly recap or something that they may have. No time, unfortunately. Too busy broadcasting, and of course, with the big Daytona coming around the corner as well, too. I'll be broadcasting that one. That'll be quite busy. You see your top three. And the real-life racing that we'll be commentating on as well, too, as we just mentioned before, for the first NASCAR race at the Bowl.
Yeah.
And then you got the NASCAR. Then you got the duels, of course, for the Daytona, and then the real Daytona.
Yes, I love the duels, man. For years, I used to take that Thursday off, and a few of us would get together, and shockingly, we would have a few cocktails and watch the duels.
Cocktails? I thought you were having some moonshines with Skittles in them, just like the number 67 machine of Davy's got right now. He's trying to outrun the local law. Yeah, all the way back there. Look, trying to chase him down. He's got a case of moonshine stacked in the back of that Skittles machine, and he's gone, mate. He's like, you ain't catching me.
Gone.
Smokey and the Bandit style.
Oh, my goodness. I had to reload my iRacing.
He has only led one lap this race, and the only one that counted. Oh,
Right?
No, well, it wasn't actually. That was
No, that wasn't him.
No.
That was my mistake, but I still told you the story anyway.
Yep. but he'll soon to have 2 laps led on this race now. After 33 positions gained, the man from Jacksonville, Florida. So hope you've melted all your snow there. Well, wouldn't snow in Jacksonville. Don't think it did.
No, it may have, actually. No, it may have.
There you go. So it's got 2 laps
Jacksonville's further. I'm sorry, Jacksonville's further north than I am. I know it snowed in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's entirely possible.
Okay, yeah, that's right. It is up there. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Jacksonville's right on the border of Georgia.
Ah, right.
So it's,
I know that
there's probably a good chance that they did get some snow.
Yeah. As that town you said before, I've been there. Pensacola, that's right, because I went on. That's near the border. There was a bar that I went to called Floribama.
Oh yeah, the Floribama. That's
Floribama.
Well, that's yeah. You've been to the Floribama.
I have been to Floribama, my friend.
I've got stories
by a hurricane, I think, a couple of years after that.
Yeah, it's still going strong though. So, are you familiar with Jimmy Buffett? You know Jimmy Buffett. Okay, so Jimmy Buffett has a song called "Bama Breeze," and it is basically a song he wrote, kind of paying tribute to the Floribama. And because all the famous people that have been to the Floribama, it's just one of those kind of places. I used to go. It's a great. I mean, the Floribama, it's legendary. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, I saw a big bar fight there too, and I thought, damn, you guys are bar fight like they do in Australia, like proper bar fights.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's proper bar fights. That's right.
Smashing glasses and all sorts of stuff. I was like, oh, step back from that one, and then everybody just resumes like.
Yeah, no problem.
After
y'all buy each other a beer and let's go.
Yeah. So as Tyler says, San Diego's been getting hit with those fires too. So
yes, San Diego definitely.
Don't sit there with your hose and try to protect your house. Okay, we've had a lot of wildfires in Australia, and you don't mess with them. It's those winds that pick up there, and they'll come and sweep over.
Well, that area of California is famous for the winds that whip through those hills around there and stuff. It's it's pretty bad, but San Diego might be the most beautiful weather on the planet Earth.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty much 72 or 74 degrees and sunny, like 300 days out of the year. It's beautiful.
You got to go out in a boat when you're in San Diego, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's a huge Navy town too.
Absolutely.
That's where I think the SEALs train is out there and stuff like that.
Unis and military, the Navy. Yeah, there's this battle stuff. Getting some good green flag racing under their sleeve. Speaking of which, how far do you think you're going to go before another round of pit lane?
Well, I mean, it'd be. I mean, obviously we had one caution before the stage break, but they could easily go the rest of the way at this track. This track's got plenty of room if they don't get too crazy. But I think as the laps go down, people get a little more desperate and they start pushing a little bit harder, and usually that brings up some trouble. But in theory, this is the kind of track that you could go green all the way. That's a nice M&M's livery he's got going there.
All the way to lap 90.
Not without stopping, obviously, but pit stops. But as far as green flags, yeah, they could.
Yeah, they could, yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't predict more than one or two more cautions at the most. I would think.
Now you got to choose your dancing partner when you get again in pit road, I'd say, because it's not a super speedway, but you're definitely going to need that tow. You don't want to go on alone. So
yeah, you definitely want to go in with a group.
Yeah. And that'll be which groups to go in. Usually, sometimes you'll see 2 groups, maybe even 3, and somebody's going to have to do the undercut. Biggest problem with Davey here at this point is that he has to be the one that makes the decision. If he's clear, of course, of the other cars, if he's on the outside fence, he won't be scooting on down a pit road unless he gets on the inside. But he's going to make that call, and everybody else can kind of chase him down into pit road.
I mean, we're coming up on, so I would say within the next 5 or 6 laps, we're going to start seeing some pit stops, because that was lap 35.
It's the only problem being a leader, I say, is that if you go in and nobody else follows you in, because they can make that decision as go, nah, I'm not going to go in. You're left alone. You're absolutely left alone. That's when you need the team.
Yeah, that's when you got a working buddy, and you have somebody from your crew contact them, or In this case, you reach out on Discord and see if your buddy's going to come with you. You know,
most of them are actually in a chat together at the moment, a lot of the drivers, so not all of them, because we do have a stacked grid of 34.
Yeah, actually, there's several of them that are not in there, but I know 36 drivers here tonight, and we're still missing our top 2 points guys, too.
And only one retirement of ISAC plus. That's impressive.
Yes. Yes, I mean, it's like I said, there's a lot of things I love about this track, man. I have people that dislike it. I just don't really understand why. It produces good racing. You know, look at that side-by-side battle we had going to the stage break. You know, I mean, yeah, I don't see why anybody would dislike this track. You got multiple grooves to run in, and so you can move your car around if it's not handling right.
Here's Mark.
It's really
in the In-N-Out Burger. He's from California there as well too, down 3 positions, but currently is running in P5. That's all he need to do. Standard pit stop 44
No wonder
seconds.
No wonder he runs that In-N-Out Burger livery all the time. That's a California company.
It absolutely is. In fact, that pit stop time from Mark was quite quick. I was going to say it's quite quick, but maybe that's...
No, it's the other way around. It was slow.
It was slow. Fake news on that one, I think, because it's I'm sure.
I think when he probably... Yeah, he was probably getting some work done. You know, maybe he had a little damage or something
My telemetry doesn't lie. I programmed that. I'll have to look into that. It should be. Maybe
that's what happens when you're the broadcaster and the telemetry guy, the programmer. You get blamed for it.
I'm going to make sure that iRacing's telling the truth on that one. iRacing might not be telling the truth, as Mark hits tank slaps the fence a little bit there. You see that little damage to the front right? Stage left.
Yeah, so that's probably what he was doing. He's probably getting the car worked on during that caution. So we're bound to see some pit stops here soon, guys. I mean, it's any time now.
Matt Harmon with your Cunningham
livery. Cunningham tires, that's right.
Recommended by the only tire that Jim drives on.
That's right. If you're looking for a place to get your tire, get it from Cunningham Tire.
Don't forget, if you need your oils,
get those from Nichols
Oils.
NicholsOilPros.com. By the way, here they come. It looks like they're fixing to start pitting right here. So as everything's about to get a little crazy on the track, I'm going to tell you about the Tex Nichols crazy play. He's still doing it, folks. You message him, and he will you email him, he will put you on the preferred customer program. Everybody that messages him, everybody, he'll put you on the preferred customer list. You get 25% off everything you order and free shipping on anything over $100, which, as you know, if you buy good quality oil, it doesn't take that much to get to $100. So give him a message, give him a shout out, and he will put you on his preferred customer list. That's good for 1 year, 25% off everything. $100 and over, free shipping. Plus, you get coupons and other discounts monthly. So, and by the way, I'm just happening to listen to their open chat. They are coming in for pits.
Yeah, they are. A couple of drivers from the back of the field.
This is where you got to watch. A lot of times, this is where a caution can come too. Guys getting off the track and coming in a little hot or something, or back out
just like Matthew did.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Matty almost lost it coming in pit road there. It'll cost him maybe a little bit of time, not too bad. Sean Bradley's come in behind him. We've got Clifton, sorry. Jaden.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch coming in right now.
Yep, so earlier pit stops, undercuts perhaps for some of these drivers.
So who was that hit the wall coming in the pits?
Matthew. Matthew went a little bit too early. Well, race leader's in.
Yeah, there he is.
This is the next pack. So far we're going to have 2 packs. I'm going to pull up the track map for everybody so you can keep an eye on. They're scattered all at the moment, but they will start. Geez, they really do throw that camera around when they zoom past it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's windy there too. So.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe Matthew, he hit the wall hard enough that it's apparently he's having to get some work done. We got somebody backing up into their spot there. I believe that was that no, that wasn't Bass.
Not practicing their pit stops again that I keep mentioning
Heard that
over
somewhere.
and over and over again. Practice your pit stops. Practice your pit stops. The rest of the field's coming in now.
I'll have you know that I was doing an IndyCar race this week, and I practiced my pit stops 3 times just because of you saying that. I can hear you in my ear the whole time.
Did you make any mistakes?
No, I wrecked before the pit cycle
okay.
came around.
Well, I can't help you out with not wrecking, but I can help you out with practicing your pit stops. Had a driver earlier today, too, that practiced their race starts, because standing still races. And they were doing it during the warm-up section. There's another driver backing up in the background. That's Timothy O'Connor. Just missed his pit stop box. It'll cost him about a second and change. So now, Davey should resume the lead of this race after the pit stop round will. Bingo. His name will appear back at the top of the timesheets. And Ben Harcum will join him from behind there, taking a little bit of an advantage of that pit stop. And Benny, let's have a look at what Benny's pit stop time was. And there it is. It's a 49.10 on that lap 61. We're going to go to the end for sure now if we get green, green, green. And that's not bad from 23rd to second.
We won't be going. We won't make it to the end.
Oh, we won't make it to the end.
That's 27 or 28 laps. That's more than that fuel will reach.
All right.
Unless somebody really starts saving. This could turn into that would be crazy now if somebody was able to save enough fuel to make it, because most of these guys are not going to be able to make it.
That is very possible.
Yeah, because they were saying 23, 22 laps, 23, maybe 24. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to make it from here. Like I said, it would take somebody really laying in the draft to somebody and really conserving for this whole run, and potentially could save enough fuel to do that.
And cars here, all 36 of them are going to be scattered all over the racetrack. You can see on the track map there, all over the place. So now, you shouldn't have a problem finding a dancing partner out there to get a tow. There's our race leader. He's got himself now a second, almost a second and a half over that man right there, Sean Bradley, who has managed to get past Ben Harcum by the undercut. If you look at it, he boxed back on lap 60. Ben boxed on lap 61.
Yeah. So even that, though, that's 29 laps.
Yeah, nobody else has come in later than that. Kyle Dewey's in the pit road for some time now. Not sure what happened to Kyle. I don't see anything from...
That's your favorite Japanese beer right there.
Yeah, I don't see anything from race control messages to say the card looks fine. There's no dings or anything on it. There's nothing to say he had at the moment. Perhaps he just has to take his dog out for a walk or something like that, and he'll be back.
Maybe. So, the last lap that anybody pitted on was 62, right?
Yes, sir. And so lap 62, you'll have to go down to Elton Wu.
28. That's 28 laps to get to the end. And that's assuming we don't have any cautions at the end that could potentially add a couple extra laps.
Will Emmett just goes in. Now, I thought that was... Is he the last of the drivers to come in? Be very interesting.
Unless he had a problem earlier.
Oh, that's a
right?
short stop. No tires. Just
he splashed it. Oh, maybe he's trying to undercut with the splash.
We'll have a look at the moment. And so that's his pit stop information there. Lap 62. 53.22
So the pit lane time, is that a cumulative thing?
No, sir.
There it is. For the race?
It's just updated. So as he exited there, lap 66. So he went down only 4 laps after. Maybe he short fueled and if he didn't put enough gasoline in. I think that's probably the case.
Either that or he went back in to top it off to try to make it all the way to the end.
Good idea. Why not? Give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the way my brain works, and this is just me talking, I think that I would not do that, because if a caution comes out between now and the end of the race, you lost your gamble.
Why? You could just stay out and have track position.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to have 4 freshies around you, probably.
If they grab. But, what can you do if you're running back in,
No, that's true. You got to take the gamble.
If you're back in 30th place and stuff like that, you know, you've just got a chance in the top 10 if you can hold on. Depends how late that safety car is called as well. If it's called early, it'll punish you a little bit. But if it's called very late, you might be right.
Yeah, it's very interesting, though.
You've got to risk it for the biscuit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's
You've
right.
got nothing to lose when you're running that far back. Look at that door banging happening between Brad Kress and Jarrett Jackson as we're looking on the rear.
By the way, I noticed Brad Kress is running a new paint scheme this week. Apparently, we badmouthed Valvoline enough in the TexasOilPro.com series that Valvoline has left the car now.
Oh dear.
And he's running a new sponsor there.
Yep, that's Amazon Prime. So
yeah, well,
they
deliver.
Speedy delivery. Matty will get some speedy results. Let's see how Matt's.
Right. He still has a little Valvoline sticker on the car, it looks like.
He's got a nice little green tick next to his name, so he's gained 4 places at the moment. Hasn't lit a lap yet. So he's pit stop back at lap 61. So
yeah, no, Brad's a good driver. Like I said, he's always there kind of around the end, man. He just takes care of his stuff, and he's not flashy or fancy, but he's just seems to always be there. You know?
Yeah, and there's good battles forming all over the shop here. You've got nice battles brewing around here for P5. And there's our driver sponsor of John. He's up there for Spotifying his way through the field.
There he is, yeah. Yeah, he's back. He's moved back up into the top 10 again. He had, he was running up front early and then drifted back a little bit there mid-race, but he's back up there near the front where he needs to be.
Further back, you got Jacob Jensen and John. That's not a law firm. That is these 3 drivers battling it out currently behind Cameron Kane and Rick Ellison. They're in the 15th, 16th positions. John Campbell, happy Australia Day to you, my friend, for yesterday. It's the holiday today in Australia for some Australians like to say Invasion Day, but
what has he got going on now with his donut on the hood?
He's got it.
I know he's running Krispy Kreme, he always does, but he's got something else going on there.
Yeah.
Got a hand?
Yep. Looks like a hand.
A hand with
it's hand and donuts.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There you go. Got 2 donuts in the fingers.
Look like we just took a family vacation.
Dominic Zanobi's heading in. So
there he is.
That's interesting. Is this the undercut to take everybody to the rest?
Oh, absolutely. I think. I mean, the closer you get, the better this decision is. Like I said, I questioned the one earlier, but at this point, like I said, you asked me how many laps this thing could go caution free, and here we are with 17 to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of shaping up just like I thought it could. I mean, this is also, you got to take into account who the drivers are. This is all a good bunch of drivers. They don't typically cause a lot of accidents and stuff like that.
Teacher Jenny Entertainment and to Enquires. I'm trying to read that upside down. What is that in the back there?
It's an autism awareness thing. I know that from the puzzle pieces. But I couldn't. It was Teacher Jenny something, but it's autism awareness. Nowadays in motorsports, people still put the logos on what you would think is the proper way. But with these new roof cams we got, if people started turning those logos around, we would be able to see them from the roof cam, and it would get better exposure to whatever it is they're trying to get exposure for, Now that all these cars have these roof cams on them, it's something to think about when you're designing one of these paint schemes.
Look at how much you get there. entrance and exit speed on the inside of the apron there. That's why a lot of the drivers go into the high line. You see how much it sort of scrubs it off a little bit. You get a little nose in their head there, and then it scrubs the speed. He has to come back and get the toe. Of course, those other drivers are running line of stern, so they will get a little bit of slipstream themselves by doing it. And, if you do go break off in the inside apron, keep your eyes peeled for Sean Bradley's car up the road. Not Sean Bradley, Brad Kress. See how much speed he's scrubbing off on the inside apron here as these four are tagging the high line.
No, well, Brad Kress is the blue car. He's on the high side. Oh, that's
right. Yep, they're lapping a car in the inside there. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of that whole dive down on the apron thing. You know, there's guys that believe in that, and it may be worth a half a tenth or something, but to me, it's not worth the risk. I don't like the way it unsettles the car. And if you go down there, the drivers on the track aren't obligated to let you back on. You chose to go below the line. They're not obligated to let you back on. So if they block you and you block them and they wreck, they're at fault.
Yes.
Not that does you any good in the race, but it certainly would get them a penalty. But
here's Jeff Slaughter.
Is he?
From 17 positions gained at the moment. He took his pit stop back there on lap 61 as well. We are seeing Matt Harmon coming in. We've seen John, and our race sponsor. So this is interesting. This is that last round of pit stops that you mentioned.
Yeah, here they come. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wonder if anybody's going to be brave enough to try to make it. I don't think they are, but because you would have had to plan for it. You would have had to pit as late as you could on that last round. It would have been something you'd have had to plan for.
Colin Woods, Glenn David coming in now. I'm wondering when Dave is going to make that call here, our race leader. Brad Kress is coming in from P3. Jared Jackson's coming in. Matthew Okoda. Yep.
Oh! No,
who was that?
I don't know, but he sure tore that car up, and that could cause a caution because he popped out towards the track.
Was that Matthew? Let's have a look. Coming in the pit road.
Yeah.
Yep, I think it is here. Now, if he snatched a break, no doubt he's going to get.
I think he was just coming in too hot. That happens.
Boom. Yep. And
he towed. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's.
I guess he did. Look at that.
Sean Bradley's coming in. Let's go back to live pictures. From P2. Davies in. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Jeff Slaughter there.
Elton Wu's coming in. Now, David stayed out and a lot of these other drivers. So we'll just have a look-sees. Brad Kress, at the moment, would be the net, well, not the net leader, but he's the one that doesn't need to come in for that prime machine. He came on lap 78. There it is. So he's got enough to go to the end. Let's see how that's going to pan out for him when everybody sorts themselves out. Oh, somebody else almost smashing it into. David's going to put a lap on a lot of these drivers in pit road right now. He's lapped everybody up to P10 right now. But he will lose all that when he comes back in a pit road, of course. He'll lose some of it. P2 comes in. There's John Crushley. We haven't said hello to John.
You see who, he may have, well, I think he probably just pitted, actually. Tex Nichols was up there right behind Brad Kress for a minute, showing one lap down right there in that spot. And there he is showing up right there. I don't, if he...
Hey, Tex.
Has he pitted?
There's Tex, of course. There's the man that sponsors
the
series.
No, Tex has not pitted yet.
Tex. No, he has not.
The last stop yet. But, yeah, there's our AMSOIL TexasOilPros.com car.
Yep.
And our wonderful sponsor for, and also apparently, there you go. There's some running oil there. And so that's interesting. Is that oil coming out of a, now you make me want to see what the oil's coming out of.
I don't know, actually. I got my brother that said, lift up the car and pull some oil out of it, and I need to film it.
Yeah,
but no,
film it, yeah.
Stock footage. I am committed to doing some graphics, but I'm not that committed to actually filming some oil myself. There's another driver making a mistake in the pit road again. Drivers, practice your pit stop, pit lane entrance. No, it wasn't
Hendricks
David.
Coming in.
Yeah, Hendricks, the race leader's coming in. It was the driver just before that mistake.
But Davey's all alone right here, but I'm sure he's going to pop out, obviously, somewhere in a crowd.
There's traffic everywhere,
He sure is by himself, yeah.
John Campbell, the Aussie, happy Australia Day for yesterday, is coming in. So where's Davey going to come out? Jason Benson is in the lead of this race, but
Benson has not pitted yet.
Yeah, not pitted yet. As I said, coming back to Sean Bradley now would be the driver.
Sean Bradley and Brad Kress.
So, but Davey has slotted back out in P3. If he can get ahead of these cars. Nope, P4 now. He's got to build up speed, remember?
Those guys haven't pitted yet, though.
Yeah, they haven't pitted
He's
yet.
in first place for the guys who've pitted.
Absolutely.
He came out ahead of Brad Kress and Sean Bradley.
He's got a big
So Davies should be back in the lead if everybody does indeed have to pit. So Jason Benson's coming in now.
There's Sean Bradley by himself at the moment. Hopefully he gets the tag on the back of the car. But there is our race leader. That's how much of a gap that Davey has.
Well, he's only the race leader if everybody pits.
Can anybody stretch this with 7 to go?
I don't know.
Vapors, mate.
I mean, there are guys that are excellent at saving fuel, and there's tactics to do that. I mean, 5 laps of fuel in a 25-lap run is a lot of fuel to save. That's a lot of fuel to save. So I don't know. And this track is pretty much wide open, just by the way it's built. And by the way, these guys are actually shifting. I should have mentioned that earlier in the race. These guys are shifting during the turns. They're coming down to 4th gear in the turns. So if you didn't shift, that would also be a way to save fuel.
Yes, you know that as a racing driver. Thanks for sharing that. 6 to go now. I'm just having a look at the timing tower there. There's our last lap time, so a lot of the drivers. And
so
I'm just trying to see.
Naj is the last guy that's out.
Yeah,
that hasn't
I just wanted to keep an eye on Naj to see what sort of lap times he was doing, because if he was severely saving fuel, he's probably going to be putting in 42s, at least 42s, maybe even 43s to bring it home, and he's not. He's banking out 41s, so he's not fuel saving to me if he can pull out 41s with 6 to go if he wants to make it to the end.
Right, Herzog's fixing to pit.
Yeah.
I heard him say something.
And then have a look at Davey now chasing him down, and Davey's 3 seconds and change just down the road from him. So we'll keep our eyes still, having a look at old John, the old Nodge.
I mean, that'd be like old Naj trying to pull something out of his hat like that and save fuel, and I don't know. He's not pitting yet.
He would be pulling off.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
He's coming now. Okay.
Couldn't quite get it to the end, mate. I didn't think so.
I guess this needs to reset first, but yeah. So Hendricks is going to be back up front.
Yes, Bradley P2.
With Sean Bradley behind him.
3 seconds. Then you go down to Matty
Harmon, yeah.
Yep. Who's battling a very tight battle there with Jared Jackson for that P3 position.
Jackson's been up there all night. He's had a good run tonight. And there's Brad Kress back there in 4th place still. Like I said, Kress is always there at the end. He just always be there.
Now it's time to get anything done at the moment. Jared Jackson, JJ's got to try to get something done on Matty to get himself a P3 position for a podium and a taste of the bubbly stuff, as we've got 3 to go currently at the moment. I don't think anybody's going to be able to touch Davey. Davey's just got to be cool, calm, and collective, navigate his way through any of the traffic, and bingo, this race is yours. Sean Bradley further down the field, he's going to be a bit lone by himself. He should be okay, no problemo. The other drivers aren't going to shave that 1.5 gap that he has. Well, I wouldn't say never, actually. It's down to 1.2, believe it or not, between Matt Harmon, Jared Jackson there, and catching Sean Bradley. So, if they're going to get it done, they got 2 to go. You can see them up
They are right now. They're running nose to tail, so that would help them. But now, when they do that, that's not going to help you catch him for sure. But he did get right on by Matt Harmon there, it looks like.
Yeah, look at that. They've just shaved about 2/10 off Sean Bradley at that last lap alone. I think Sean Bradley has just enough of that gap, that space, to afford to lose another 2/10 with 2 to go now. Shouldn't be a problem for Sean Bradley. Just got to make sure you keep it out of that fence and just don't mirror drive, mate. Just drive forward, drive your own race, because they are catching you at a rapid rate here. He just wants to see that 1 to go tick over pretty quickly with that white flag, and there it will be flagging. So Davey's already passed it. There's Davey. He's caught a bit of traffic, but he knows it's only 1 more lap. He doesn't have to risk it for the biscuit. I would just stay in behind there and bring it home. But Sean Bradley, look at this. Jared Jackson approaching, but they're going to flank him on either side here.
Man, yeah. Yeah, they're coming hard.
Absolutely. Slingshot together. They're going to get a push. Jared Jackson's going to get that push from Matt Harmon behind him. Sean Bradley may be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, I believe he is. Wow, I sure did not see that coming.
Yep, and we'll see how that resolves itself
I
out.
did not see him.
As we're going to see this man take the checkered flag and win.
There it is. Yes. That is a nice win right there. He had a good run tonight.
The Skittles Moonshine, powered by Moonshine and Skittles, apparently.
He may be a Christian against drinking. We don't know that.
Oh, that's fine, man.
He does have Michael Jordan.
It's virtual racing and it's virtual moonshining.
That's true, yes.
So congratulations. What ended up panning out at the end, that Jaron Jackson did steal that 2nd place there from Sean Bradley. He ended up coming in P3, and then Matt E will continue that fight.
Yes,
there
that was
that P4.
That was surprising. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
But there's the man with the plan.
Yes.
Of winning a race here at Auto Club. Congratulations. You are the victor.
Oof, they're out there banging him up. Oh, he's got the King's Hawaiian liver. Oh, this. I'm watching something on the iRacing thing, and they're just beating these cars to death.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at
nice
our race results for this evening. And here you go, my friend.
There we go. All right, yeah. So let's look at our results here. Davey Hendricks with a great win tonight. Great win. Jared Jackson snuck up there and stole that 2nd place. I did not see that one coming. Sean Bradley finished in 3rd. He had a good run. Was running in 2nd there at the end, looking good. Matt Harmon finishing 4th. Another solid finish from Matt. Brad Kress, like I always say, he's always there at the end, finishing 5th. You got Elton Wu, Will Emmerich, Jeff Slaughter. I didn't get to talk about Jeff tonight, and he was running the big 88 for me and everything. I feel bad about that. And Ben Harkram and Jason Benson rounding out the top 10. And Timothy O'Connor, Jaden Henry, Jacob Bettis, John Campbell, JC John Campbell back there in 14th. Dominic Zanobi. For all you folks at work, don't call him by the wrong name. It's Dominic Zanobi. Rick Ellison, Colin Woods, and Brian Dickinson finishing out the first page here. We should have a whole nother page here.
Yes, we did.
Oh, we passed him up. Go back. Sorry. I skipped like 3. There we go. So John Crutchley, Naj, Cameron Kane, Ty Bass. He had a good run. He was up front early for most of that first whole stint up there. He was looking good. Mark Herzog, John Kreidler, Marty Roberts also up front early on in the race, showing some strength. Morris Bogan, Matthew Robinson, Clifton Simmons, the boss man, Al Corey, Ward Fisher, Michael Seymour in 30th, Michael Alacoa, no, that's not right. Alica, sorry, Matthew, I'll get it right. I'll find out. There's the race sponsor, our series sponsor, Tex Nichols, Riley Smith, Glenn David, and Ryan Hyatt, who had some trouble there. At the end, he had a good run most of the night also.
There are, so that rounds them up, exactly.
Yeah, that should finish them, yeah.
But the Skittles had everything in this evening, and that fantastic driver there of Davey gained 33 places after starting almost plump last at 34th place there. The man from Jacksonville, Florida, led 39 laps there and got the job done when it counts. We'll see if we can actually have a chat to him, as well as the Jared Jackson, perhaps, and Sean Bradley.
Yeah, let's see here. Are you, I got to work my way over there. Oh, I'm not even. Can you do that real quick? I'm still trying to get there. Sorry.
Yes. Let's have a look to see if we can have a chat too. And there's no waiting room, so we're going to just drag
No,
him
there's
up.
no waiting room.
Just having a look currently at the moment for Davey. Yep, there he is. Let's grab Davey.
Yep, let's get him in there.
Hello, David. Do you have a copy?
I do.
Man, good David, Jim Cunningham up in the booth. Good job, man. What a run tonight for the Skittles machine.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you seem to be you were fast all night there, man. You didn't seem like you had any troubles tonight, really.
It's I don't know. I kind of got lucky. It's a lot of just trying to avoid wrecks, work my way through all the traffic without getting in anybody's way or running anybody over, and trying to keep my car clean. And then the pit stops went my way. I didn't really mess any of those up. No speeding penalties or anything. So I'm just thrilled to have a clean race.
Did you skip qualifying or?
Yeah, I skipped it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, apparently that strategy, even though there wasn't, we didn't have a lot of wrecks or anything early on, it still paid off for you. You seemed to work your way all the way up through there.
Yeah, it was a fun time going through traffic because there was a lot of fast cars going through that field, so it was tough to get all the way up there. It took me a good bit.
This is a good track for that, though. You get plenty of room to get, you can run your car all over the track here. It's a good track for that, certainly. It's not near as hard to pass here as it is some places.
Yeah, this is one of the few places that you can, you see cars in every lane we have. A lot of the times it's some single file stuff, but this is a fun track with this car. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I hate that they're getting rid of it in the real world anyway. I'm sure we'll keep it here in iRacing, so we'll still have it, but it's going away in the real world, so I hate that because it's kind of a unique track. It's its own kind of track,
And honestly, I feel like when the next gen came out, the racing was getting good at Auto Club again for the first time in a couple of years.
Yes.
So
exactly.
it was just bad timing that they sold everything just when a car came out that they were probably going to see some really good racing there.
Yeah, I agree. So anybody you want to shout out to with your victory tonight?
Thank all the admins that put this on. I know it's a lot of work putting these schedules together and getting these leagues set up. Let's see. The sponsor, I don't see it on the schedule.
Oh, it was John
The driver
yes,
sponsor?
Kreidler.
Kreidler,
Yes.
Thanks, Kreidler, for sponsoring it. You guys up in the booth, all the drivers out there. It was a really, like I said, it was a good race. Then everybody watching. I think that's it.
All right, man.
You got moonshine crates in the back there with Skittles in them. Apparently, that's what Jim was saying up here, mate.
He doesn't. I was telling him about how you can. I don't know if you know this, but like you can take Skittles and split them up into the flavors, and you can drop them in bottles of booze, and they'll dissolve and sweeten and flavor the booze. So I was telling him about Skittles moonshine since he's from Australia, and he didn't know about that. So, but
that is not my trick. My trick is throwing them out the window to get people loose. That seems to work really well.
Oh, nice. Oh,
and then you throw the wrapper.
Don't tell
you throw the wrapper out when you need a caution.
We'll beat that so nobody knows your secret.
Perfect. I appreciate it.
Good job, man. Congratulations again.
Thanks, y'all.
GG's for our race winner. Now.
Yeah, so let's see who else we got.
I'll put him back down. Let's grab JJ. We're grabbing JJ, the number 51. Jared Jackson.
Okay.
How are you, Jared?
How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Tell us about your race.
I decided to. I've been running this league for a while now, and I'm a short track racer, and I decided to, kind of dabble with the NASCAR stuff up here, and I've really enjoyed it. I've probably done it the last maybe about 4 weeks, and have had some good finishes. I've just tried to keep my car clean and not make any mistakes, and it's paid off so far.
Yeah, yeah, it's good that you. I'm glad that you came up from the short track stuff. You know, a lot of guys they're usually one or the other. You know, they either do short tracks or they do this stuff. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you came up. And anything in particular that kind of inspired you to do that? Just
I race with a large group of people that race in this league, on edge racing, and a lot of the other drivers were running the NASCAR stuff, and seemed like they were having a good time, so I decided to join them. And I think after the first race that I ran, I was kind of hooked because of the pit strategy and the tire wear and all the stuff that goes into it that the short track racing doesn't offer.
yeah, no, that's true. That's a good point. So yeah, Dean, you want to ask him anything real quick?
No, well, you came very late there. Yourself and Matty were charging Sean Bradley down, so I thought with a couple laps to go, Sean had enough gap on you guys, but you just found an extra tank there in that 51 machine. Did you think you were going to get Sean Bradley by the end?
I kind of noticed with a few laps to go that I thought we probably would get him. I don't think he took any tires at the end. I decided to take right side tires because I figured for the fuel that I needed to make it to the end, it was about the same amount of time to take tires. So that's what I did, and I think that made a big difference at the end.
Nice. What position were you running in before you pitted?
When I'd say probably like halfway through the race, I was kind of hovering around probably about sixth or so, and then I just started. A couple guys had problems on pit road, and believe it or not, I hardly have any experience with it, but I made some clean pit stops and didn't speed or didn't have to back up or anything like that. So I gained a few positions like that, but really I've just tried to keep my car in one piece and just go from there.
Where were you at before the last pit stop when you pitted? Do you know? If you remember where you were at what position you were in when you pitted and took the right side tires?
Yeah, probably about fifth place.
Okay,
I knew
so
Matt
it definitely
Harmon.
worked out for you.
Yeah, it did. I was debating on not taking any tires because it was such a short run. I figured I could kind of gap myself, and I probably would have ended up in nearly the same spot because I would have fell off towards the end. But like I said, I figured it would take long enough to do the fuel, so you'd be safe to just take two tires.
Yeah, you can't argue with it. It seemed to work for you. So congratulations. It's a good run for you, especially with not a lot of NASCAR experience. That's in these big tracks like this. That's awesome. Anybody you want to shout out to since we got you up here and had such a good finish?
I'd like to thank you guys for doing the broadcast for this league. You guys do a great job. I'd like to thank Al Corey and all the admins in the Triple Bypass Racing League. It's such a good time, good people, clean racing. I'd like to thank my team On Edge Racing. There's a large group of drivers. We have a great time and help each other out. On the short track side for the official stuff, I'd like to thank Ryko and Aftershock Setup Solutions, Caleb Hall. If you guys or anyone listening is interested in some fast short track setups as well as some fast NASCAR setups, definitely check them out.
Yeah, that's all right. So congratulations again. And who did your paint scheme for your car? Did you do that yourself, or did is that one of your teammates that did that?
Yeah, I taught myself how to paint cars maybe 2 years ago, and I painted a handful of them. Probably probably at least 5 or 6 of them out on the track tonight.
Well, you got some good teammates that can paint them too. There, Jeff Slaughter doesn't he?
Yeah,
He does a good
Jeff.
job.
Jeff does a great job, and also Mike Weta races with us. He
Oh
paints
yeah,
he paints some cars as well. But I enjoy that as well. It's neat to see him on the track, and it's kind of relaxing to do them, to be honest with you. So I
Yeah.
enjoy that.
All right, man. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Yep. CJJ, Action Jackson, that we call him up here in the
Action
box
Jackson.
too.
Yeah,
Jared,
that's right.
hope you
That's
don't
a
mind
good
that
one.
one. All right, let's
Action
get our
Jackson, I like
final
it.
points playing position. Well, there are points playing position, but podium, of course. So we'll get Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
Sean Bradley, do you have a copy for the 77 machine from Canada?
I gotcha.
All right.
Hey, good to see you, Sean. Good run tonight. Thought you were gonna take second there, and dang it, if he didn't come up and steal that away from you there at the end, huh?
Yeah, I guess taking the tires at the end would have been the right call. That would have given me a chance to maybe catch Davey, maybe not. But it worked for those guys and Jared and Harmon there.
Yeah. Jared was coming there at the end. I had written him off and said I didn't think he was gonna get to you. And the last couple of laps, man, it's like those tires. Usually you don't see right sides work that often like that, but in that particular case, it sure seems like they did.
Yeah, it sure did. I usually try to avoid taking right side only. It's just too unpredictable if you haven't tried to practice with that earlier. And we only get 45 minutes of practice, I think. So didn't have a chance to do that this time around, and it's bitten me a couple of times. So not my cup of tea.
Yeah, better safe than sorry for sure.
Exactly.
But and I mean, you were. I mean, like I said, if it had been one lap less, I don't think he might not have got there. But that was they had a good run on you. But you still had a great race. So congratulations again. You're consistently up there, and we love that paint scheme on your car too.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just happy I was able to rally back from that pit road speeding penalty, but I was lucky that happened under caution and not under green. I would have lost a lap. So that was hard driving up through the field, and I definitely tore up those tires really badly, but it worked out. Top three, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anybody you want to shout out to since we got you in here?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Nichols Oil Pros, big shout out to Ted Nichols. Sorry, no, Ned Tickles. No, Tex Nichols. That's it.
You're so wrong for that. You're
stealing that from me. I didn't
that.
do it one time,
Yeah.
so there we go.
Because before I was joking around in the before the race and said something about that, and yeah, you're wrong for that. Dirty dog. Besides Ted Nicholas or Tex Nichols, anybody else you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just the boys who put these races together. This whole league is just amazing, and big shout out to all the guys involved.
All right.
Yeah,
you guys too.
Yeah, well, we enjoy being here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you have to tune in for Jim's Wikipedia of racing track knowledge and stuff like that in later, of course, when you guys get to listen to.
Tonight I didn't offer too many words of wisdom. I just told him about Skittles moonshine, but other than that, I offered no words of wisdom tonight.
Well, you got my attention.
Well, the Duff man, Sean Bradley, gets it done, gets himself a podium, gets himself the bubbly stuff. Of course, he's going to exchange that for some Duff beer instead of some champagne. So congratulations there, Sean, and got some more crucial points in this championship.
Yeah, thank you, boys. Cheers.
All right, man. See you next week.
Yes, sir.
What we're going to do is I'll put Sean back. What we're going to do is we're going to thank the man, of course, that sponsored the race tonight. And I think we're going to get Tex up here. What do you reckon, my friend? Do you want to get
let's
shout
see.
out to
Do we
Tex,
have
of course?
Yeah, sure, always.
Well, we couldn't leave it without you, Tex. I know you didn't finish on a podium, but because you are a fantastic sponsor of the series and as well as tonight's race, we thought we'd have a chin wagon to you there, Tex. Not Ted, Tex and Nichols.
That's right.
How are you,
Ted?
mate?
I'm good. I had a strategy I was trying to work, but yeah, it didn't play out. I'm not as fast as the guys in the front. I've only been doing this less than a year, and so I just have to play tire management and fuel management and get the best position I can get.
Yeah, it's definitely tough when you got those guys that just their speeds just seem out of reach sometimes. I know the feeling, believe me.
Well, yeah, and they've been doing it for several years.
Yes.
where I've been doing it for less than 11 months. 10
Oh.
11 months.
Yeah, you and I actually probably started about the same time then. But yeah, I was telling everybody tonight, that you decided to continue that crazy promotion, and anybody that emails you, sends you a message, you'll put them on your preferred customer list again, and that's good for 1 year and 25% off of all purchases and free shipping over $100. And then there was also some other benefits of some coupons and some other specials that you run. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, for every $100 that you spend, they'll send you a $5 coupon, and then on your birthday, they will send a $5 coupon.
Oh, nice.
And anyways, so yeah, that's a $20 value. It costs $20 for the first year, and I'm paying that up front for people that want it until I can't do it anymore.
That's right. Well, we at this rate, we hope you keep doing it. It's a good benefit for all the people. That shows that you're doing something for the people that race and how much you love this the sim sports and stuff like that. It's really great. And I appreciate you sponsoring this series as well. I know you jumped over from what series was it you sponsored last year? Was it the Xfinity or?
Yeah, it was the Thursday night Xfinity series, but Al pitched an idea to me for moving over to Sunday night, and then they were going to do what they could to try to get every race televised with you guys. So that worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm getting pretty good exposure for that,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that. And even though I'm running around at the back, and I am learning and I'm having fun, so it's a good deal.
That's all that matters, Plus the camaraderie in the league. People see what happens here on the track, but you guys are constantly at each other having fun in the league chat rooms and stuff like that as well. So people don't get to see that side of it, but there's a lot of good camaraderie amongst the guys in the Discord group and stuff as well. So
yeah, good job. Keep getting better. Tex, practice your pit stops, mate. Practice your pit stops. That's where a lot of drivers, even the best, make mistakes, mate. So you want to get in a couple of places.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
No, well, you weren't the only one, mate. There was quite a few, but yeah.
He preaches that every week. That's his thing. Yeah. And by the way, I just wanted to let you know that we had Sean Bradley in here. I don't know if you were listening or not. If you remember before the race, I came in and we were joking about Biggles pronouncing your name as Ted and Nicholas and all of that stuff. And Sean Bradley comes in here and thanks Ted Nicholas for the sponsorship.
Yes.
Knowing what he was doing, that dirty guy.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of that. That's why I said y'all were funny in the chat.
Yeah, see, I didn't get it wrong tonight, mate. But
no, he didn't. He didn't actually.
Sean filled it in for me, so that's all right. But thank you very much for that sponsorship, and make sure, obviously, you visit your website, NicholsOilPros.com.
Yep, and we appreciate it, Tex. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
All right.
There it is. So that's a fantastic chat there. Davey, of course, gets the race win from JJ and Sean Bradley. Those top three, the three drivers that have put their team names in. And I put a little message out there for you listening, guys. Put your team names in there. It's just privateers, not gonna. It's so some of the team names are actually funny as well too, and we'll read them out, no doubt. Or if you've got sponsors on your car, you can put them as a team name. It's a little bit better than privateer. So the lads,
yes, much better. Yeah, go in and fill out that information sheet that the Discord has, so we can have all your information for these for when we show you car and name and everything up here on the screen.
As the rest of our drivers have quite good, great race actually overall, because it was green flag running for majority of it, as you can see. Most of the drivers that finished
close battles,
all within essentially a lap all the way down to P30 was a lap down. Of course, we had 19 drivers on the lead lap. couple of drivers a couple of laps down, and only a couple of incidents, and there was a retirement, I think, there from Kyle in pit lane. We don't quite sure why, but he went down pit lane and just jumped out of the car for some reason. Maybe he had some real life emergency or something he had to attend. Of course, this is always going to come second to your real life things, but it's not over just yet, my friend, because we do have more racing here at the fantastic Triple Bypass. 5 nights a week of racing, and you can tick the Sunday off because we've done these next gens. Not going to say Monday now. You got your Mondays off. You got your late models on your Tuesdays. You got your Dirt Series and your Wednesdays. You got your Xfinity Series that we're talking about before on Thursdays, and of course Fridays you got your Gen 3 supercars.
Yeah, that ought to be. I could imagine racing those Gen 3 supercars with these guys. They're already a hoot. Imagine them with them supercars on road courses. They ought to be a blast.
And that'll be it from Jim Cunningham and myself, Dean Nichols Hopton. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Davey, as race winner. We'll see you all back here next week, same time, same network. Good night.